I'm Jim Hoffman. I'm a partner at Gyro Productions, and I'm the director and editor of Tears for Mom. One of the things that I kind of wanted to do when we were shooting this is make the camera part of the dance. In other words, I think, sometimes when you have static cameras and you have this really beautiful dancing element that works to a certain degree, but in this case I wanted to be on stage with Zach, so we had this camera rig that was really kind of cool that we were able to kind of move around the stage with Zach. So we did a few takes of that where we were kind of dancing together, which is really nice. It gives the video a nice fluid movement in and around. I think it adds a much more personal element to it as well, as opposed to kind of a voyeuristic element where we're back, which you'll see in some of the shots. We shot at the Athenaeum Theater here in Chicago. Beautiful old theater. Randy has performed there several times with his troops, or his troops have performed there several times, so he was familiar with the people that run the theater, so we kind of had a pretty good idea of what it looked like. And then we did kind of a scout, so we could kind of see how it would frame out against the dancer and kind of help develop the creative idea of how we wanted to light it and kind of develop a storyline. So that all happened pretty quickly, but anytime you get access to a nice theater like that, it's just beautiful on camera. My mother was a dancer, and actually had me in dance classes when I was young as well, so she gave me the love of dance. So this video is actually a really beautiful combination of those things. And of course, I do a lot of music and sound for a living, so it was a good opportunity to kind of combine all those things. Unfortunately, one thing that Randy and I have in common is we both lost our mothers, and Randy rather recently. And so we kind of, as we were talking about it, we tried to figure out how we can incorporate some of that idea into the theme of what I had already started or created. So, as a kind of nod to our moms and a nod to moms everywhere, we took the elements of the flowers and kind of dancing in this empty theater as kind of an inspiration, because clearly mom is not there, yet all the influences of mom and our parents that kind of guide us or help us, especially on a creative path, are there. And then the kind of the rose at the end that kind of takes the place of Zach on the stage just kind of shows that influence. Ira comes up with these ideas, and he's been working on this project for a while, and he has this way of kind of infecting everybody around him in a really cool way. It's a lot of work, but he always is the guy that kind of brings everybody together, and even though you might have a short period of time to work on a piece, it really brings out kind of a rough creative element, which is really nice. He pushes me a little bit farther than out of my safety zone, and sometimes I have to pull him back a little farther from his crazy ideas, but I think it's a really good pairing. And you put Randy in there, who's just wonderfully talented, and of course Zach, who's terrific. And then on the music side, Rick engineering and Fareed playing. It's just, I think, just a wonderful creative project to be a part of.